Hi everyone, Janie here. Welcome back. I have another beautiful garden to share with all of you. I want to introduce you to Jennifer.
Hi.
Jennifer lives in Woodland, California, and she is a native gardener.
I am. Native plant gardener.
Native
yes, indeed.
plant. And I have to say, she took me for a little tour around her property. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
You have done
appreciate that.
such a good job. How long have you lived here?
For a good 10 years.
Okay. And did you start landscaping almost immediately?
So, yes and no.
Yeah.
For the first year, it was just settling in.
Yeah.
And the backyard was entirely dirt.
Yeah.
Soil, I should say. And then the front yard was the typical planted lawn and shrubbery that
Right.
what I call gas station plants. You can find them kind of anywhere.
Yeah, I call them parking lot plants.
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, same idea.
Yeah.
And it took a good year to transform it into what we were looking for, my husband and I.
Yeah. So what made you decide to go with natives?
I have gardened with natives for over 30 years,
Yeah.
really. At my old home, my whole yard was transformed into natives as well. And it goes back to working as a wildlife biologist.
Oh.
I'm out there looking for the animals, if you will, but
Yeah.
I couldn't help but notice the plants that attracted the animals and the soil that grew the plants and the insects, everything that does it, and say, I want that in my yard.
Yes.
I want an alive yard, which is accomplished.
And you have it. This is I can't wait till you guys see her dry creek bed. It's the best dry creek bed I have seen. It is really, really beautiful. Now, tell me about your soil here, because I know the soil here isn't the best.
Well, it depends on what's best or not.
Right,
but
yeah.
it is alkali clay soils. There's some vernal pool complexes out here that are just a mile away that are still in existence. And so this soil just over, the millennia was just this whole wave of this alkali clay soils.
Yeah.
And so I did research on which native plants can survive, grow, thrive in alkali clay soils, and there's lots of them. And so everything I have planted here is happy to be growing in these soils.
You can tell. You can absolutely tell.
Yeah.
And now I always ask native gardeners, do you irrigate?
Yes, kind of.
Okay.
All right.
How so?
Well, in the summer, there was, at least in the front yard, established irrigation for the lawn that was there. So we kept that, and now that's a drip irrigation system.
Oh, nice.
And so I'll turn that on depending on the heat.
Yeah.
Maybe once a week. If it's really hot, maybe every other week.
Oh, my God.
Or once a month,
Yes,
even,
yes.
because the plants are adapted to this. They go dormant in the summer.
Yes, yeah.
And the flowers, like the galium that are out there, not
Yeah.
the galium, but the mattia,
Okay.
they're happy without water, and so are the California fuchsias. Like, they don't need supplemental
need all that
water.
extra stuff.
And they're happy in the sunflowers as well.
Yeah.
They grow without us.
I always just love that about natives, because they want our, they don't want us to fight against nature. We don't get rain during the summer here in California, and these plants like that. They enjoy that. So I just think it's really, really neat. I love it. So let me grab my camera, and then we're going to start in the back garden, because it is just it's stunning. The front garden is absolutely beautiful as well. And then you can show us around and show us everything you've done.
Love to.
Perfect. So Jennifer, we're over in your side yard right now, and this is the best kind of view. You said this is the best view to walk in and see the whole thing. So why don't you take us in?
Alrighty. So, it's kind of industrial to start with the
we all have the air conditioners and all this kind of stuff.
And then the spa, of course.
Oh, look at this, you guys.
Then we enter.
The dry creek bed
Yeah.
is incredible. So tell me about this dry creek bed. What made you decide to put this in? How did you do it? Can I stand on this rock?
Yes, you can. No, that's a great question. When we moved in here, you have to picture it was just nothing but bare soil. It was our job to put in whatever backyard we wanted, and the drainage that the builders, thank you, created was really close to the house.
Oh,
I mean, it would have served its function, but it was just really close, and so we knew we needed drainage out. Again, the alkali clay soils, they hold on to water really strongly, but also once they get pretty saturated, then the water runs.
There's a lot of runoff.
So it's really important, the drainage in this area. So what we did was a good friend of mine gave me this yard design 101 course, in a sense. She came over and she worked with me, and I got the basics and said, okay, I'm running with this. And so I ended up designing this. I knew I wanted a dry creek bed because I think it's really pretty.
Yes.
But also functional with the drainage. And so I worked with the contractor. I designed it again, but move the drainage out and away from the house.
Okay.
And have it so on one side and then the other. And so it really does fill in with water and really heavy rain events off of the roof and down.
Yeah.
There's literally like a little stream
I
that
just
goes down. I
love
have a little
that.
video of my little rubber ducky just kind of
Oh
cruising
my
down here.
You're so funny. That is so amazing.
Yeah.
I just think, dry creek beds are so interesting, because not a lot of people really understand the purpose of them, right? Is actually to collect the water, the extra runoff that we get when we have a lot of rain.
Absolutely.
And this is so perfect.
Yeah. I want as much rain to stay on the property as I can.
Thank you. I
really.
absolutely love that. And I have to say, the way that you've done this dry creek bed with that little bridge right there, holy cow, I love that. Now, is that just like a piece of rock where
Yeah, basically it's a very thick one, and then there's a solid rock underneath it. There's water can flow obviously underneath it, but it's the foundation is more than just the sides. It's underneath as well, so it's very sturdy.
I absolutely love that. I love it. Now, you are a part of the Gardens Got Natives tour, right?
True,
and that is going to be on April 18th and 19th. Unfortunately, I think this video is going out after that tour, but part of that tour, I heard that you have to have plant labels for all your plants. Is that right?
That is.
Did you have plant labels before, or was this?
Yes, so I've been on the tour now. I've been here, 10 years? This is maybe my 6th or 7th one.
Gosh.
It started off, this is what a new yard looks like.
Yes.
And then over time, it's like, this is what a maturing yard looks like.
This-
and now it's more mature.
This is definitely
So,
more mature.
so
I love it, and I'm looking at
There
your
you go.
plant tags. It's just beautiful, and the plants that you have planted along your dry creek bed. So I have a new dry creek bed in my garden. It's only about 2 years old now, maybe, but I don't have enough plants along the edges. So seeing yours, I'm like, okay, I got a lot of work to do. So tell me about the plants that you have along here. I see the California poppies, of course.
Yes.
And then
Ubiquitous.
some yarrow, right? Is that more rush?
It's different kind of rush.
Okay.
Baltic, and then this is spreading rush.
Okay.
And I would recommend maybe not going with the spreading rush unless you want it to spread.
Okay.
One of the lessons learned. I like the other kind is more bunchy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
all right.
that's that.
Yeah. What is this over here?
That is our California pipe vine.
California pine. Isn't that the host plant to who?
Pipe vine swallowtail butterfly.
Oh,
Yes, it is.
interesting.
Yes, it is. And I haven't had any butterflies come by yet. And that's mainly because there's not a lot of yards in the area that have this plant, but
At least you have it here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if one's flying by in season and wants to lay some eggs, that would be great.
But at least you have it, and then also just for, when people come here for the tour, learning about that type of thing, and to have host plants that aren't just milkweed, which is great, right? But there's other ones too,
ones too, absolutely.
Yeah. I love. It's actually it's a beautiful plant.
It is.
It's really gorgeous.
It's
Now
really
tell me
happy
about this little fence area you have here.
I just want a little privacy kind of garden area. Our bedroom
Yeah.
windows are right here. So my vision was to have this pipe vine just climbing up and all over it and create like a little fence, because I don't know if you've shown it, but I am surrounded by a lot of homes around me in the backyard.
Yeah.
And
You're in a neighborhood.
I am totally.
Yeah.
And then, I have this, big 2-story home here that, they're kind and they keep
don't
all their
stare
windows
at you.
shut. No.
Into your garden.
But with that said, I've been putting my plants up against the fence in order to create some kind of a little privacy sense. And, as we go further, you'll see that the plants are growing up to kind of block it out. So that's all strategic.
And is this another Chinese pistache?
It is.
I
Yes.
love these trees. With the color in the fall and everything like that. It's absolutely beautiful. And then what's underneath that? What is this plant back here?
That is the snowberry.
Snowberry.
It's also another spreading one.
Oh, it's very pretty. Very, very beautiful.
And I have foothill penstemon planted in many different places. I think it's really pretty.
It's such a pretty color,
Yeah.
especially next to this. Is this the monkey flower?
It is the monkey flower.
Oh,
yeah.
it's so pretty. I got to get some of this monkey flower in my garden because they are so, so very pretty. Just absolutely gorgeous. Nice, and then your hot tub.
Yes.
Which is so nice.
Yeah.
That looks like a wonderful place to hang out in the evenings. I absolutely love it. Oh, this is just so beautiful. Okay, I'm going to let you come show me more over here.
Coffee berry here that I've turned into a shrub.
Oh, look at your tag.
Yeah, I can
You are
fix
so
that then.
funny.
we can do a better job with that.
That
This
is very cute.
This is bee time too. They're happy on this plant.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
That's a nice shrub. That would be a nice backdrop. And that's a native?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, good to know.
Yeah. So the only non-natives I have, really, there's 3, but they're big, is this Chinese pistache, the butterfly bush, and then we have the bougainvillea along the fence here.
Okay.
Other than that, everything's is native.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I think it's fine to mix it a little bit.
Absolutely. And I say that, and then this one's not. This is the Mexican sage.
Yeah.
But
But that one's so adaptable to here.
You know, I have a reason for everything. Everything here is definitely on purpose.
I love it.
The hummingbirds and the bees like that, and it's purple right here.
Isn't that pretty to look out and everything?
Yeah. Oh, and I recommend keep it in a pot. Don't put it in the ground, and
wow.
because it will spread and become a problem.
That's good to know. Well, it's beautiful. I absolutely love it. And then let me come show over here this dry creek bed. Do you see how she's planted all her plants in her in the dry creek bed so that it softens the edges? I just think that is really beautiful. And this is what a mature native garden looks like. We did another tour, I'll link it in the description down below, of a native garden that was only a year old. And it was really beautiful, really gorgeous, but it's fun to see one that's, that's 10
grown
years old.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So is this a ceanothus?
No.
What is it?
You need to smell this, and you tell me what it might be.
Okay.
And I won't make you feel bad if you're not sure.
I don't know. It smells really good.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know.
A chocolate mint. Anybody out there can guess?
Oh.
It's a coyote mint.
Coyote mint.
Yeah. Beautiful blue flowers.
Oh my gosh.
Woman's
Does
herb.
it spread like mint or?
No, gratefully
is
no.
it a mint?
It is in the it's in the mint family.
Okay. I'm not familiar with this plant.
It's a lovely one.
Thank you.
Butterflies love it.
Thank you for
and
teaching me.
you can make tea with it. There is tea made with it.
Coyote mint, huh? Interesting. Yeah. Very interesting. Look at how gorgeous this is.
And then this is the pigeon point coyote brush.
Okay.
So it's ceanothus, Baccharis rather.
Baccharis.
But it spreads out. This is one plant that was planted like 8 years ago, and it's just gone and done its thing.
Oh my goodness. Is it just spreading, or did it actually reseed itself?
No, it's spreading through branches and rooting.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Technical question.
Yeah.
When you put your dry creek bed in, did you put landscape fabric underneath?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't like to add plastic to the world.
Either.
So no. And I use pre-emergent.
Oh, you do?
In the fall.
Oh, okay.
That lasts for 6 months. And so that really helps prevent a lot of the weeds from coming through.
Do you mind me asking what type of pre-emergent you use?
It, golly, I'd have to look at the...
Preen? Like,
yes. Yeah,
okay.
Thank you.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. I'm just really interested to see how it, because I don't like using landscape fabric in my garden either, but I did put landscape fabric underneath my dry creek bed, and now I'm kind of kicking myself, like I shouldn't have done that. But it is, there's no right answer to anything, but I always want to hear how people do it.
My contractor did want to.
Yeah.
And I had to fight him on that. And he gratefully, he didn't fight too hard. But,
I know. I completely feel you, Jennifer. Look at how beautiful this is. This is really, really gorgeous. Tell me about this blooming one that's blooming its head off right now.
Yeah. So.
Common woolly sunflower. Interesting. Isn't that beautiful?
Lovely, yeah.
How fun. This reminds me of like a meadow. You know what I mean? Like a flower you would find in the meadow.
Yeah. And this is a California fuchsia, so this will be all nice and pretty red in the summertime.
Beautiful, beautiful. And we'll see in the front yard there's more of those as well. And then your beautiful fountain with your lizards and
mugwort. I love the smell of mugwort, and just that kind of takes me to just walking along wild, riverine little stream systems. And the smell is amazing.
Back to your job.
Here you go. In my youth or whatever it is. Yeah.
Oh, I love.
And then I have ceanothus against the fence.
Okay.
And that's where I did some research which of those would do well in alkali clay soils. And this is the Ray Hartman, the big one here that you're facing. Oh, yeah. And that one said no, it's not going to do very well. But it's obviously robust.
It looks fine.
Yeah, and then this one here, this is the Owlswood Blue. This one was known to grow well. It's not like doing poorly. It's just a slower grower.
Oh, got it.
So robust, slower, and they hybridized. So I have little babies under here.
Oh my gosh,
I'll probably dig up and give away at the
I
plant
love
thing.
it.
Yeah.
You can call it Jennifer's ceanothus.
You're right.
And then of course you have a western redbud right here.
Yes.
I love that you planted this in the corner of your yard.
I know.
Because it kind of just makes it feel even bigger. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then just 2 weeks ago, it was in its glory with the pink here and then the blue surrounding it.
Oh
So
my
the pink and blue
gosh.
combination is
So
just
they
really
bloom
pretty.
at the same time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Absolutely beautiful.
And this is a volunteer, so this is one of the babies.
Oh, fun. Oh, I love it. So this is one of the hybrid ones, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I love how your dry creek, I know I keep pointing out the
No,
dry
please
creek
do,
bed.
yeah.
I just really, really love your dry creek bed. It's gorgeous. And with all the boulders on the side, it's just so pretty. So then, so we came in on one side of the house. We came in the backyard. So I think you all can see this isn't a huge backyard,
No,
right?
it's really, really small, long
Yeah.
and skinny.
Long and skinny, but look at what you've done. You have a seating area, a jacuzzi area, a private area, a dry creek bed, a fountain, another sitting area over here. You've done a great job.
Thank you.
This is amazing. And then on your other side yard, you have a whole vegetable garden.
Needs work, obviously, but yeah.
This is
transitioning from
incredible.
winter to summer.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And you can feel it immediately you come over here and it's warm.
Yeah.
So this is where a lot of the sun happens. Yeah. Oh, this is so fun. So tell me about what you like to plant in these during the summer.
Oh, well, in the summer, I love the like jalapeno peppers and the tomatoes and the squash, basil.
This is
Onions grow all time of year.
Oh, you even have a little greenhouse back here. Talk about using every square inch, Jennifer.
Yeah.
You have done a good job.
I have white sage right now drying in there.
Oh, how fun. Is that to...
Yeah.
What do you call that?
For clearing, house clearing.
House clearing. Yeah, I love that. Oh, that's so great. Yeah, I feel like people will spend, like $20 on one of those blends. And I'm like, just go get a plant.
I know. And, I'll speak to that. So some of those bundled white sage out there are harvested, I'll say, either illegally or poorly, where they go out in the wild and they hack back the native plants that are out there. And it's really, people have decimated that population.
Really?
Southern California is where it's native to.
Okay.
Right. And so I like growing it. I have one in the front, and that's what I
So think
dry
about
and
that
use.
if you're going to buy a sage bundle.
Yes, yeah, you can ask them, do they know where the source of this came from?
Yeah.
Just get them thinking. Ideally they say, oh, yeah, definitely it's good.
Yes.
However, if not, then they need to
Well, it's a good
think twice.
question for consumers to ask
think
to
so.
make sure that they're not selling ones that are unethically
Absolutely.
harvested. Oh, this is just really, really beautiful. What a fun garden. I mean, you can attest to my reaction when we first walked back here. It was like, oh my gosh, I love this. You've done such a good job really filling up the area and making, actually, we used to live in this neighborhood when my kids were very, very little. And I had the same type of garden, right? Just kind of a small garden, clay soil and all that kind of stuff. And I think about I wasn't a gardener. I wasn't into gardening then, but it looked nothing like this. Let me tell you, it was basically lawn and mulch and that was it. So I am very impressed with what you've done.
Thank you.
So let's go see the front garden real quick.
Absolutely. Okay.
All right, Jennifer. So now we're in your front garden, which is much sunnier than your back garden, but I can see the plants absolutely love it.
Yeah, they're
So what
definitely
came
happy.
first, the front yard or the backyard?
Good question. Kind of at the same time.
Okay.
Because the contractor did the hardscape in the back as well as the front.
Okay.
According to my design.
Yeah.
And then over time after that, I've been adding the plants.
Yeah.
So yeah, same time.
So tell me about your design. I love it.
Thanks. I love labyrinths.
Uh-huh.
And so I've kind of always wanted a labyrinth in my yard. Just it's, meditative and it's peaceful.
Yeah.
And so I created this one to be based on the spirals that are found in nature, the snail shell or the flower heads, they unfurl in a mathematical manner. And so I took that as the foundation and then I created this in and out labyrinth.
Love that you said that. Because I came in and I saw it and I thought, oh, that's very pretty. But now that you explain it, it's like, oh, that's even better. That's really, really beautiful. And do you walk along the path? I mean, the cool thing is you can walk it and look at the plants a little bit closer.
So I recommend you do that.
Okay, let's go. Let's go do it. I'll follow you.
So I created that, and then for what it's worth, this side, we needed a walkway from the driveway, so I just did kind of a little mirror in a sense.
Love it.
To create this as well.
What is this?
That's called Lippia.
Lipia. That is beautiful ground cover.
Yeah, it is. It's the same one that's along between the sidewalk and the street there, if you
show
want
you
to see
guys.
that.
Like, it's such a great lawn alternative. Does it need water?
I don't water it at all.
No.
It goes like a lot of this stuff. It kind of goes crispy in the summer,
Yeah.
but I try to keep it neat.
So does
But it
lawns.
just comes back. Exactly.
So pretty.
Yeah.
It is so gorgeous. Okay, let's walk along the labyrinth here. I see lots of grasses. You've done lots of grasses, some penstemon. There are so many pollinators.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just beautiful. You've done a great job. And then tell me about these little yellow ones.
That is called desert marigold.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Not native to this particular part of California,
Okay.
but you know, it's, the term California native plant it can be
California's
broad.
a big state.
It is. It is totally.
There's a lot of areas of California.
Yeah. This blue-eyed grass, which of course is not a grass, but it grows kind of weedy here. It's very happy, so I have to kind of
Keep it in check.
keep it in check. That's a perfect word.
Yeah.
And the lupin here, they're on the far side of their time. It's
They
the
bloom
bicolor.
early,
they do.
and they're absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so pretty. That's gorgeous.
Ah, yeah. So that's the Douglas iris, and I've got patches of that.
Oh, look at that.
I got one plant early on, like, again, about 8 years ago or so, and this is from our Sacramento Valley chapter's native plant nursery.
Oh, okay.
In the Carmichael area.
Oh,
or
nice.
Rancho Cordova, but
Okay.
near Soilborn Farms is part of that property.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so most of these plants have come originally from there over the years.
Oh, fun.
And then, like for the irises, you know, they grow in a bunch. They get too big, so I split it apart and spread it around, and so
it just keeps growing
keeps
and growing
growing,
and
yeah.
growing. I
And
love
that's true for a
Soilborn
lot of things.
Farms.
I know.
That is such a fun way to spend the day, is just hanging out in that place.
Yeah.
It's so great.
And the native plant nursery is so fun. And it's all run by volunteers,
Which is crazy.
and they just do such an amazing job with
Yeah.
the plants. They're just
Yeah.
I love the people, and it's great.
Fun. What is this giant?
That's the white sage.
Oh, this is the white sage. Is this where you took your cuttings from?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Wow, I love the smell.
You can
of
smell
this.
that. I love it.
Oh, it's just such a good smell.
I know.
It's just such a good smell. I love it.
And soon it's going to be blooming, and then it's going to attract all kinds of bees, bumblebees. This is going to be so alive in less than a week. It's going to be just literally buzzing.
Don't you love it when
do.
when a plant is alive?
Yes.
And it's like vibrating. Do you know what I mean? I absolutely love it when a plant is alive like that.
And if you take your camera kind of low at any one of these plants, you're going to see all kinds of native bees buzzing, just hovering around looking for their thing.
I love it. And all the colors are gorgeous. So this is that California fuchsia that you were talking, right? Am I right?
Oh, no, that's a penstemon.
Oh, this is penstemon.
It's a different
Excuse me.
plant.
Excuse me.
And this a bigger version of it right behind you.
Okay.
And I've taken cuttings. I've created new plants from this one.
Pretty.
And then there's another one over there. So I'm trying to spread this one because I think it's super pretty.
It's a good color.
And this is going to be gorgeous in the summertime. This is
What
the
is
summer
this?
color. It's the red-flowered buckwheat. You can see the flowers are starting to poke up.
You know what? I've seen this. I actually took pictures of this at the Bee Haven. Have you been to the Bee Haven place in Davis?
Yes.
They have a lot of this. And it's really beautiful.
It's great for native bees. It really is. And I want to speak to this plant. This is the Madia I brought up in the backyard. It starts to bloom now, and then it just continues to bloom throughout the summer.
Really?
And it attracts the native bees, and there's a favorite bee of mine. It's the long antennae.
Oh, with the horns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they come in, I call them my campers. They come in for the night, and they hover and jockey for the best spot.
Yeah.
And then they'll cluster on the branches of this particular plant.
Oh my God.
And it'll literally spend the night, and then I'll come out early in the morning when the sun starts to shine. Then they start to wake up and kind of hover, and then they go do their thing.
Cute.
So yes, I watch them come in at night, and then leave in the morning.
Oh my gosh, that is so cute.
I like
So
that
if you
plant.
want bees to spend the night,
Exactly.
plant. Can you say the name of this again?
It's Madia.
Madia.
And I want to say Rigens. I have it labeled.
Okay. And then can we show off by your front door?
Sure.
Because this area is so cute. When I went and knocked on the door, I thought, oh, I love this. I love this.
So I have natives and non-natives interspersed in here, but vast majority of the non-natives have a history story behind it.
I have to. I absolutely love your wagon. You've done such a good job with that.
And that was my grandfather's.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Jennifer, that is so cute. This is absolutely beautiful. Well, Jennifer, I have to say a huge thank you for sharing your beautiful garden with us.
I'm happy to share it.
I think gardens like this are so inspirational because a lot of us live in neighborhoods like this, and it just shows what you can do in a neighborhood. I mean, you've created a whole native garden haven, especially in your backyard. Oh, I love your backyard. But it's just, you've done a really, really great job. And thank you so much for being on the tour, the Gardens Got Natives tour, and sharing this with everybody. I just think it is so very important.
Happy to share. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.
Bye.